Thank you. Sorry about that little bit of a meltdown. Anyways, so back to here we go. Sorry again. I really hope this doesn't affect my grade. Speaking about my health has been a very emotional moment of reflection for me because I was in such a bad state starting this journey in April that speaking about it, I think if I was stoic and like just spewing out facts, I don't think that would be authentic. So I'm trying to show I'm being vulnerable with my story because this isn't just a course for me. This is actually something that I'm going through as an individual and something that I'm really struggling with and something that I'm overcoming, and the battle has been hard and I'm going through it, and I plan and I know in my heart of hearts that I will be successful because I'm giving it my all, and I know that I want to live until I'm 85 years old, and I really want to be successful. I want to one day be considered slim or healthy, and and that has been really hard for me, but something that I'm ready to overcome. So I got myself together there, and what I was trying to say, but I had my brain left the building, um, was I've started doing resistance training. So I bought some resistance bands, which have been really helpful, which is great. And I've been doing them just even in my house, in my living room, and it's the ones where I got them at Walmart, but it's you put the band on your feet and you can do like curls and other different exercises, which is great. Um, as I'm not really physically strong, so I don't want to hurt myself. So I started off very lightly, doing maybe 3 or 4 reps a day. It's a process. Right now, I've really been focusing on cardio. Um, excuse me. December 21st, I'm going to meet with my surgeon, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and I'm getting there. I've been losing about maybe 4 to 5 pounds a week. Um, that I get approved for surgery, which is going to be exciting. And then that is the next step in the plan. Going forward in my life, I plan on never going backwards. I refuse to go backwards. I think this course has given me the tools and the understanding of how to make a plan, how to track my exercise, how to exercise safely, and the different types of exercises that I could do. And just exercise for someone like me that has been overweight 80% of my life is foreign. And I think sometimes when you look on Instagram or Facebook and you see people that have these perfect physical bodies and you go, how the heck am I going to do that? As well as how am I going to get there? Because to someone that is smaller and have been a normal size, let's say, their whole life, they don't realize it's not easy for a big person to get out and get walking and start getting physical because, our chest hurts, our body hurts, our muscles have no clue what we're doing because we've never used some of these muscles in our lives. So it's difficult. And I think going forward, I know I had to start at rock bottom, and I tell you right now, I will never get there again. I refuse. I've not only am I losing weight and I've started an exercise plan, I'm going to counseling. I'm doing the inside work, and even myself as a practitioner of and understanding mental health. In the last 6 months, I've no longer been helping other people really. I've been focused 100% on myself, making sure that I'm ready, willing, and able, that I'm able to understand what's going on with me and focusing on feeling better and focusing on healing the trauma and the PTSD from my past. And instead of putting it on the back burner and being so focused on others, I finally started doing my own inventory and my own homework on myself. And this going forward, it will help me to continue to be healthy because let me tell you, I felt like when my blood sugars were high, I was on like robot. I was like a robot for a couple years. I didn't have my brain wasn't active. I wasn't able to read or write or think clearly, and I just was on robot mode, and I wasn't able to do the things that I want to do and that I used to be able to do because I was so sick. I literally was killing myself. And I think now that my blood sugars are in control and that I am losing weight, even since April, I've now completed school. I'm full time in my academics at school. I'm getting amazing grades. I'm back to work. I have energy to do things, to go out with friends. I went to the movies. I went for a hike the other week with my buddy. My friend Spencer and we went and walked the Onaping Falls trails. It was so exciting to be able to get out and just do things. And maybe I'm not the fastest person because I'm still big. And you know what? It took me 3 hours to walk those trails, but you know what? I did it. And I think for me, at the end of the day, my goal isn't to get down to 130 or 140 pounds and have this perfect little body because you know what? I'm never going to be a supermodel. And let me tell you, no one wants to see me with my shirt off because the amount of stretch marks I have, anyways. So I think this course has taught me the difference between being a supermodel or thinking I'm going to have this perfect body and being realistic. And realistically, I want to be healthy. I want to be able to do things like canoeing or do things like kayaking or be able to take a plane to go on a vacation without having to pay for 2 plane tickets because that's a fat people reality. Um, when I'm going out for dinner, which I shouldn't do quite often because I don't want to gain the weight back. However, when I do go out for dinner, I don't want to have to think, am I going to be able to fit in the booth? Because that's horrible. It is so embarrassing. Let me tell you, the amount of anxiety going out for dinner, especially if I'm, say, doing a road trip with a friend and they want to stop to eat, and I've never been to this restaurant, my first thought is, oh my gosh, am I going to fit in the seating? Because the most embarrassing thing ever is when you have to ask a waiter, excuse me, can you move me tables because I can't fit? Yes, it it's horrible. And yes, we live in Canada and yes, there's a high rate of obesity. So it's almost like they should make tables at restaurants, especially restaurants that serve fried food, fat friendly. However, I'm just going to lose the weight, so I ain't going to go on a whole advocating thing about that. But this course has taught me to stay healthy, to stay focused. And you know what? I don't need to be a size 6 as long as I'm like a size 13 or size 14 and healthy and be able to physically do things that I need to do and physically be able to feel good, have a healthy heart, healthy kidneys, healthy organs, then that is what counts. And I want to thank everyone for this amazing journey. I would not be where I am today without my health professionals, my teachers, my counselor, my family, my friends. You know, coming from a place of working in social services, I've always been the helper. And in the last couple months, I've finally become the helpy. And let me tell you, it's made me feel really warm inside to know that I got the help that I needed. And yes, I had to advocate for myself. And yes, I'm my number one advocate. And I am the king of Team John. But let me tell you, I would not be standing where I am today if it wasn't for the people that chose to help me and continue to help me because it has been a rough journey. But I'm really happy that I've gotten to where I am today. So thank you very much.